Listen carefully, my dear child. Most hearts cannot imagine a room deep within a forgotten prison, where the air no longer moves and light has long abandoned its corners. The walls are weeping with mildew and regret, and the silence in that cell is not just quiet, it is alive. And this place, this cursed chamber, has started whispering a name, one that belongs to a woman not far from you. In fact, she is close. Too close. A woman who has spun lies with a smile, concealing betrayal behind polished words and gentle hands. You may not see it yet, but the truth is about to emerge. And once it happens, you'll never see her the same way. Now, before your mind starts racing with questions, let me be clear, this is not a game or a warning meant to stir fear for fear's sake. This is a revelation. I stood in front of the cell, which had been prepared for her. I saw it with my own eyes. The metal bars have rusted, not only from time but also from judgment, and the floor beneath them has absorbed the guilt of many before her. The air is thick, as if it is breathing in every sin committed within its reach. That place was made for reckoning, not redemption. Why are you asking? Why would I speak of such a place? Why should I show it to you? Because the time for exposure has come. The hour of justice is no longer waiting at the edge, it is moving forward with purpose. The woman you thought you knew, the one who smiles in your presence but whispers curses in the shadows, is almost done pretending. And the prison that awaits is not a figurative idea. It's real. Concrete. And it will swallow her whole. She has walked freely under the sun, but her freedom was borrowed rather than earned. She's crossed lines, my child, lines that cannot be ignored forever. Lies. Manipulations. Betrayals that have cost others dearly. You may not have realized the full impact of her actions, but I have, and the scale is tipping. Her name is already being spoken behind closed doors, by officials gathering evidence, voices demanding justice, and heaven itself preparing to make the final move. The order is not far from being signed. And when it happens, she will no longer be among you. She'll walk into the prison I showed you, the one where no mask can survive, no lie can hide, and every echo screams the truth. How long does she have? Not long. The final pieces are falling into place more quickly than she realizes. Within days, yes, within 7 days, her world will change. The mask will fall. The truth will emerge. The door to that rotting cell will slam shut behind her. She will sit in that dark corner, surrounded not by comfort but by the haunting silence of everything she thought she could leave behind. That prison will become her forever echo chamber. Her place of consequence. You may wonder if you missed signs or if you should have known sooner. But hear me out, I did not show you this to make you feel guilty. I showed you this so you could grasp the scope of what is happening, and how close it has always been to you. The betrayal she has sown affects more than one. It goes back to things you've ignored, dismissed, or misunderstood. But soon, every lie will unravel. And when it does, you will understand why her name now lingers in the air of judgment. My precious child, there is something you must face right now that will shake you to the core. You've been feeding a snake. Yes, a snake, coiled in shadows, disguised by a face you once trusted, and hiding in plain sight. This wasn't just any old deception. No, this was a venomous betrayal, carefully planned and executed over time. She slithered into your life with false warmth and soft eyes. But she didn't come to bless you. She came just to break you. Worst of all, you never saw it in full. You gave her your heart, trust, and patience. In exchange, she gave you poison, slowly, gradually. She has sunk her fangs into every aspect of your life, draining your strength with each false smile and well-timed lie. She clothed herself in concern. She played the role of friend, family, confidant. But beneath those layers lay a heart darkened by envy and malice. Her kindness was calculated. Her affection served as bait. And while you opened your arms to love, she was already sharpening the words that would hurt you behind your back. She struck when you were at your weakest, when your soul was drained, your hope was fading, and you were most vulnerable. With each bite, she took something sacred from you. She shattered your peace of mind. She poisoned your relationships one at a time. She chipped away at your confidence until you started doubting yourself. She tried to block every blessing intended for you, even your calling, spiritual growth, and divine momentum. But the part that cuts deepest, the truth that steals your breath, is this: there is not a single area of your life she hasn't tried to sabotage. Not one. She watched you struggle and still refused to offer genuine assistance. She acknowledged your anguish in silence. And when the damage became too much to bear, she spun a web of deception, convincing others she was the victim, the misunderstood one, the innocent soul caught in a storm. Time and again, she escaped the consequences. She slipped away, leaving behind confusion and chaos. She diverted people's attention away from her guilt and shifted blame, all while keeping her mask perfectly intact. But not this time. This time, my child, I've seen enough. I stepped in myself. My hand is now extended, not to delay, but to bring justice. The charade is over. The snake can no longer hide among the living. Her mask is cracking. Her hiding places are crumbling. Even now, the chains are being forged in a realm beyond your vision. The heavens have issued their decree. Her name is being marked. Her time of escape is up. She's been exposed, cornered, and surrounded. And what comes next, she cannot outrun. Breathe, my child. You are not alone in this conflict. You never were. I've been observing every moment, storing every tear, and preparing for this very hour. This is the season for reckoning. And the serpent you once called sister, friend, or kin, she will now bear the weight of everything she thought she had hidden. You will recognize her for who she really is. And when it is finished, you will rise, healed, unbound, and finally free of the venom that once held you back. Stay with me now, my dear child. Lean in close, because what I'm about to reveal is the turning point you've been waiting for, the moment everything changes. You have carried the pain. You've been through the confusion. And you've seen her walk away time and again, untouched, unconcerned, as if justice would never catch up. But I'm telling you right now, she's not going to get away this time. This time, her escape routes have been completely sealed. Her time is running out. And no, these aren't just lofty words or symbolic whispers intended to console you. I mean every word literally. The countdown has already started. Heaven has set its clock. And in less than 7 days, those who once stood still in fear or doubt, those in positions of authority who hesitated, will rise and act decisively. The truth can no longer be suppressed. It's erupting now like a volcano that can't be silenced. The evidence has become too loud, visible, and undeniable. It has stacked itself like divine hands laid bricks, one after the other, higher and higher, until the weight of her lies can no longer be sustained. It all comes crashing down on her, her words, her schemes, her twisted stories. They are all turning against her now, tightening like chains forged from every falsehood she has ever spoken. And, my child, these chains are not slipping loose. They are forming the prison she built with her own hands, a trap that was once intended for you but now belongs solely to her. But know this, you are not alone in this revelation. No, you are never the only one. Others are rising now. People who were previously silent, afraid to speak, and unsure of what they saw. But they are no longer unsure. They have seen her face. They felt the sting of her venom. And now they are stepping forward with boldness, adding their voice to yours. What was previously hidden behind closed doors is now being spoken aloud in brightly lit rooms. The circle of silence is breaking. The mask she wore so carefully and convincingly has cracked. Her true face is revealed. And no amount of charm, manipulation, or pleading can keep her hidden now. Remember what I told you in my word, Luke 8 verse 17, a promise sealed in time, for nothing is hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. That promise is being fulfilled in front of your eyes. This is the hour of revelation. The secrets are coming to light. The decision is not delayed. It is in motion, unfolding piece by piece, as if a scroll were rolling across heaven and earth. And she will not be able to outrun what is already in place. But I can still hear the cry of your heart. I can feel your heart racing with questions. Lord, who is she? Please reveal it. Tell me plainly. And I say to you, breathe, my child. You are closer to the truth than you realize, so close that you can feel it stirring deep within your spirit. The whispers. The unease. The moments that did not make sense. They weren't accidents. These were warnings. And now, clarity is about to pour in. But I need you to be still. Stay vigilant. Do not look away. Do not run ahead. Because what I'm going to reveal next will not only shake your soul, but also prepare it. What follows will cut through the confusion and reveal every answer you've prayed for. When it does, you will stand, not in terror, but in power. So, stay with me, child. We are not finished. We are just beginning. Listen carefully, my precious child. What I'm about to reveal will provide clarity to what your spirit has been feeling for so long. The woman working against you is not related to you by blood. She does not have your last name or share your family tree. No. She's much more deceptive. She's the one who calls herself your friend. She's the one who lingered just close enough to observe, study, and learn your ways, not to honor you, but to use what she discovered against you. She does not dine at your table, but she has been circling your camp. She's whispered soft words into your ear while carrying poison in her pocket, quietly contaminating the very blessings I've placed in your life. And all the while, she wore a smile that mimicked loyalty, a mask so practiced, it fooled many. But not me. I saw everything from the beginning. I can hear your heart crying out. You've whispered a prayer. You've pleaded, Lord, tell me who she is. I can't take any more guessing. And I understand. I understand how difficult it is to walk in kindness while wondering who is using your grace as a weapon. But trust me when I say there's a reason I haven't revealed her name yet. There is a reason I asked you to wait. Because the message was not intended for her ears. If she heard it now, if she knew what was coming, she would flee. She'd slip into the shadows once again. And the justice I have planned would be delayed. But I'm not a God who acts on impulse. I am the Lord who moves with purpose, precision, and perfect timing, and the clock is almost there. The final moment is approaching. Do not be fooled, my child, her mask is already beginning to crumble. You won't need a name once her own hands reveal her. Pay close attention to her. The very thing she tried to conceal will soon become the spotlight that draws her into focus. Her words will begin to contradict. Her story will start to unravel. And when it does, you will recall this moment. You will look back and say, God told me this would happen. And you'll stand taller, not in vengeance, but in peace, because you'll know that the prison was more than a metaphor, it was a prophecy. And the judgment was not delayed, it was simply waiting for the right moment. The fire she thought she could walk through unharmed is already raging, and she will not emerge the same. Now, listen to me, child. You have carried so much more than anyone realizes. People see your smile, but they don't see the tears that precede it. They hear your laughter, but they don't realize how many nights you spend in silence, holding yourself together with whispered prayers and a flicker of faith. You've been an anchor for so many, even when your own soul was going through a storm. You've loved deeply, and it's cost you. You've forgiven people who never apologized. You gave them opportunities they didn't deserve because your heart is soft, tender, and full of grace. That is not weakness, it is strength, shaped by heaven itself. And even when the betrayal hurt, even when you couldn't understand why this pain had returned to your life, you didn't abandon me. You clung to me. You cried, but you kept believing. You questioned, but you still prayed. And, child, I witnessed it. I saw the nights you sat in silence, not because you didn't have anything to say, but because you had already given me everything. I witnessed moments when your heart whispered, I trust you, Lord, even as it bled. And now, because of your unwavering faith and quiet obedience, I am moving for you. You are not simply walking through this storm, you are walking out of it. You will not come out the same. You will emerge restored, elevated, and fully surrounded by my favor. I am reopening the doors she tried to shut for you with my own hands. When I open a door, no plot, whisper, or betrayal can close it. My hand is on your house. Your name is being lifted. Your family will experience long-awaited miracles. Blessings will arrive like a wave, unexpected, overwhelming, and undeniable. Not one, but several. And not just enough to survive, enough to thrive. Stop for a moment, my precious child. Breathe. Feel my love for you. It is deeper than oceans and stronger than the winds that attempt to shake you. I've witnessed every quiet battle. You faced every inner storm without receiving applause. The world may have overlooked your endurance, but I never did. I saw you rise on days when you barely had enough strength to stand. I saw your faith stand firm even as your voice trembled and your heart ached. I was there for every step, every tear, and every whispered prayer. Never leave. Always guiding. I know how long you have been waiting. I know how many nights you've spent crying, wondering if the breakthrough you hoped for would ever come. You kept promises that others forgot. You've carried dreams that seemed too heavy to bear alone. And yet, you did not quit. Even when everything told you to give up, something deep inside you said, keep going. That something was me. I whispered in the silence. The strength that drives your perseverance. The hand steadying you when your world felt like it was falling apart. Come to me now, not in fear or shame, but with boldness. Speak freely, my beloved. Tell me what weighs on your heart. Share your dreams, questions, and fears. I am not far away. I am not some distant God who ignores your cries. I am your Father, shelter, comforter, and healer. And I listen to everything you say, including the words you can't say. I already know. I still love hearing your voice. Your faith, even if it flickers, is precious to me. It moves heaven. It unleashes miracles. It opens doors. And now the moment you've been waiting for is approaching. The season of silence is changing. The years you spent pushing forward, hoping against the odds, were not wasted. They were preparing the soil. They were stretching your spirit. They were building the roots for what's about to bloom. I have not forgotten your prayers. I did not overlook your sacrifices. I stored them all like treasures. The time has come to release the answer. This is your season for divine release. What was once held back is being released. What seemed impossible is now working in your favor. What seemed like a delay was actually divine timing, setting the stage for something greater than you could have imagined. Prepare, not only in your plans, but also in your spirit. Begin expecting again. Begin to praise as if the miracle were already in your hands. Because what I'm about to do in your life will make sense of every no, every delay, and every tear. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You were chosen. You have been seen. And now, beloved, you are entering a harvest that will overflow. Not by chance, but because of faith, obedience, and the power of my promise. So, hold on to me. The blessing is on its way. And when it arrives, you'll look back and know, I was always here, and I never stopped working for your good.